Okay, so good morning and good evening, everybody, and welcome back in today's class. So yesterday we discussed about the client-side scripts, where we saw that how we can do the work on the form level, like setting up the messages, getting the value, setting the value, and all the things we have. We have tried something. 4 type of client script we tested. Now we are going to be start something on the similar line, but only for a 3 actions. Okay. This concept is called the UI policy. Let me give you homework as well. There is another concept that is called the data policy. What do you mean by the word data policy? Anybody hear about this? And when this has been used? What do you think, Satya? What is data policy?
It could be certain set of rules.
What rules?
Uh, like yesterday we did the mandatory and like that.
So what it will do?
Uh, it will clear the properties of the given data.
नहीं यार नहीं 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 नहीं. What do you think, Harsh? What is data policy? Think, what is data policy? Jimmy, welcome. Any idea what is data policy in service now?
Thank you.
Any idea what is data policy in service now?
Data policy is nothing but, for example, in a form we have so many fields, but so many fields are behaving different types of policy like that. For example, some fields are having the mandatory, some fields
No,
are having
that is
the
that is that is not data policy. That is UI policy.
something like that.
No, not something like that. No. Okay, let me give you a little bit insights for this, or maybe just overview about this. But you have to be read this part. This is one of the question asked in the interview, because generally we get confused. Data policies, if you remember, when we were doing the work of the import set, right? We are bringing the data from third-party tool, from Excel sheet and all the things in the service now. That time, to maintain the integrity of your data, we use the data policy. See, on the form, let's say, take example. I want to be creating incident record. Okay. Let me get incident record. Now on this form, if I as a user entering a data, I will add a relevant data only. I know that assignment group means a specific group name. Or there's a no open, this is normal text or something. Let's say channel. I know that if I'm doing it from the form level, I can pick up only these 5 or 6 parts. But data policy apply when you want to bring your data from the third party source or outside the service now, then you have to make sure the wrong data should not entered in your service now. You can say, Atul, we can put the callsec. No, callsec is only for the unique identifier. Let's say I'm sending a data in, or I'm bringing the data in service now. I say it is a name. Okay. email ID. Let's say I'm doing these two fields. I put name is Atul, email ID is putting. Now tell me, is this the right email ID? No, definitely
No.
no. It should be end something like this and like this. Yes or no, Satya?
Yes, correct, Atul.
Then how you will make sure that this data should not enter in service now? It is with the help of the data policies. Okay. So read about this, that what is a data policy here? Data policy is not for the security. It is for the service now. It is for the data consistency and the integrity. Remember the 3C of CMDB: completeness, correctness, and compliance. This is talk about the correctness. That correct data should go, not to complete, to correct the data. Okay, now let's discuss about our topic called the UI policy. So now you can see something here that these fields are mandatory. Okay, if I put the state as a on hold, there should be one more field come called the on hold reason. Okay, so UI policy we use just for the three operations. Number one, to make any field mandatory. Second, to make any field read only. And third, to make any field visible or hidden. Only for these three operations we use the UI policy. Now the definitely question come in your mind because you are a developer. Atul, can we do all the three things from the client script? Yes, you can do. But I'll not recommend. I will not recommend until unless there's no other way to do that part. So here the developer need to be think that I love coding doesn't mean I need to be do everything in the code. No. If anything which is available out of the box in service now, then better to go for the same part. Now let's come here. And let me give you one homework as well, guys. Okay. Let's say I'm on this. I click on the result. Okay. I want to see the list of the resolved incidents. The homework is that you have to be go and create a new view here. I want there should be one view name called LNG should come here. You have to be create a new view LNG here. How to create? I don't know. It is your homework.
View rules.
So you have to be create a new view here with your name. Satya, Shyam, Harsh, Yogesh, Jimmy, Moji, ED. Like this, I need the list here. How to create? I'm not sure. That you have to be create.
Okay, we will create.
Now let's come to the UI policies. Here. UI policy is very easy to understand, believe me, very easy to understand. In the interview, easy to explain. What is UI policy? UI policy means something which work on the form level to make field mandatory, read only and other things is a UI policy. So you can find it the definition here. But when the UI policy will work, UI policy work when the condition get true, condition matched. Only then it will run. Number one. Okay, it will be for hiding fields, for mandatory, and for the read only. Only for three operations we do this part. Okay, every UI policy, let's say I say if someone knock the door, what is the first action you guys take? Anybody? If let's say I am at the door and I knock the door, what will be the first action you take? Satya, what is the first action you take? Jimmy, let's say someone is at the door and knock the door. What is the first action you take? Harsh.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Question is, let's say someone at the door and he knocked the door. What will be the first action you will take?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Harsh, what do you think?
We ask some questions like who are you and
Correct. So your first action will be who are you? Who is on the door? So it means for a UI action, for a UI, sorry, for a UI policy, there is an action. This is what we teach our kids. If mom and dad are not at home and someone knock the door, that is a policy. Ask who is on the door. That is the action. Right? Understood, right? So now here,
yeah.
every UI policy has an action. Every UI policy has an action. Now let's start here. Table incident. Short description. Then J test. And now come here. When to apply? When this policy work, you should ask who is on the door when you are alone at the home. So it means if you want, you can put some conditions here. Incident in the new state, in the active state, in this state. Let's say it is new. I'm just giving example. Okay. Now these 4 points are important. Number one, if selected the UI policy apply on the form, on the all form of the view, otherwise specify the view. So let me open the service now here and go to the incident record. Create new. We are on the which view? We are on the major incident view. Okay. So let me take that only. So what this means that now what this means specifically, if I say either you are at home, either you're not at home. You told your kids, if someone knock the door, please ask who is there. This is what the view said. So it says if global is true, it means this particular UI policy applicable for everybody. I said yes. If no, then you can specify the view. I said major incident view I want to be go because I'm working on the major incident only, this view. Okay. Now on load, another point. When you want to be run this particular UI policy, Atul, I want to run this policy at the time of the on load. Now someone smart will say, Atul, in the client script, we have option on the on load, we have an option on the on change. That's fine. That is your requirement if you want. But out of the box, you can put on load. It means as soon as I load this page, the policy should run. Reverse if false. Let's say someone knocked the door and door is already open. And I'm sitting just next side to the door only. Then will I ask, who are you? I will not ask because I can see that person. So what it says, if the condition fails, then what happened to the UI policy? Definitely you should revert it. So we will discuss this little later. When we do the practical part, then I'll show you this thing. Okay. As of now, let's untick or inherit. Yesterday also we have a inherit in the client script. Do you want to inherit something from the parent? I said no. Here also I said no. Let save this. So there is little tension in the tension now. Atul, where are the three points? Read only, mandatory, or visible? Because that is the what we are be doing here. That is what the purpose of the client script. Sorry, UI policy. So now come here and scroll down. And here we have to be define the UI policy action. That when this UI policy run on a table, what field you want to make? Read only, mandatory, or visible. Come here and click on the new. Here the field name. I want to make channel as a mandatory. You can search for the channel. Scroll down and let's say channel. What you want to make? Mandatory, visible, read only. I said mandatory. Okay. Because if it's say visible false, then you cannot make it mandatory. The field which is not available in the form, then how you can make it mandatory? I know Sham or Harsh is saying, Atul, you're putting false and you're saying that if it is mandatory, it cannot be visible. No problem. Let's try to save this. Submit this. Will service now give any error to me? It did not give any error. That's fine. True, visible, false. Chalo. Now let's go and load this page. So you can see channel become mandatory. Now if I change the state, resolved, and let's see, school name is this, and this, and click on the save. See, the following field is mandatory. Why mandatory? Why mandatory? State is saying resolved, then it should not be mandatory. Understood my point? We are saying if conditions are not matching, see conditions are not matching, right? Or let's say I put as a timing, I put chat and click on the save. Okay. Now, if I change to the new state, where it gone? I'm not sure where it gone. See what I did? I just changed it was resolved and now it is new. It gone. It means there is some policies running at the point of time. This UI action is running. Visible false. Because we tick it like this. So this is the way that UI policy work. Don't get confused. It is simple and easy method to do that part. Okay. Now let's do one thing. Let's make a true here. Number one. Okay. Let's make a visible true. Let's go step by step. Okay. And save. Now let's go here and create a new incident. Okay, this fine. If I change to the resolve to the on hold, see, it means there is any UI policy running in the background which making it as a hide. Let's do one thing. Let's do our work. Go here, configure form design. Because the problem is that in this table there's a lot of field which already have some UI policies. Let's create our new field here. What happened? Let's get a small field, maybe a text or something. Okay. Measures and click new. LNG string small add. Okay. Good. Save. Let's come here. This is my UI policy. Now let's go and change the UI policy on this thing. Instead of contact type, let's put it all in the LNG because this is our field. Nobody will bother us now. A B C D E F G H. Where's LNG gone? There. Chalo. Okay. Now click on the save. Now come here. Close. Here's the LNG field. So now it become mandatory. Number one part. Okay. Because what we say when the state is new, it become mandatory. Let's say I'm writing this thing. I change the state to the on hold. Oh my God, it's working. Means it's removing everything. Yeah. Why it's working on hold, working on my field and hiding it.
Something working in piche.
Yes. Maybe someone has some other policy which is working on my policy as well. That is the reason I sometimes say, guys, it is not that much easy. You can make a changes in service now. Now it is going very tough for us to identify that what's going wrong here. I did not put hide as of now, right? I put visible true. Let's say I put leave alone. And now let's try to load this page. And now if I change the new to in progress, see, now it's fine. Right. Okay. So now you can see if I click on the new, it is making it mandatory. If I click on in progress, it is not making mandatory. Now let me change the policy to this thing. Reverse if false so that I can give a little bit more insights. Now let me reload this page. You know, UI policies is only about the operations, nothing much. So now, number 1 point, let me fill like detail. I put new to in progress. Logically, it should again show me the red color. It is not showing. Let's say I put in the in progress, and let me put in the this and this and save and save. Now, wow, it's working good. Now let's say I want to go back to the new state, and I want this field should be get blank. So what you have to do in the UI policy, in the UI action, open this and tick box, clear the field value. If it is not matching, then clear the field value as well. This is what is the purpose of this thing. So you can try now. Let's not make it mandatory. Put as a visible false, or let's say visible true, but as a read only. Save and reload this page. Now if I make it as a new, it become read only. Can I make it like this? Read only and this. Let's see. Reload this page. Let's go in the new state. See, mandatory take the precedence, then the other two. This is what it is be coming here. So in a single UI policy, you can create multiple UI action. If you want to do the same action on, or sorry, if you want to perform the actions on the multiple fields at a given point of time, you can do via UI policy. Sorry. This is what a small or very thin topic about the UI policies. You can put any kind of a condition here. Let me show you something more in the UI policy. Let's say on the incident table. See, total we have 11 UI policies, including mine on the incident table. Set color field mandatory and state of the new records. Set mandatory for the all states. Let's see. What they have. They have nothing. No condition, nothing is there putting. And this says these two fields should be mandatory. You can do the coding as well if you want. Let me change the view, advanced view, so that I can see all the fields available. Now you can see. If you want, you can do the code as well here. You can write the scripts as well here. Same G underscore form, G underscore user, same thing will be applicable here. So if I open this box, it will open a script writer for me. So like this. And now the good part is that, okay, good, it's open now. The good part is that UI policy work if true, then what should happen? If false, then what should happen? Let's say I'll pick up my policy only. This is newly learned. I newly learned in my scripting videos. Okay. Then G and open this. Okay. And when to apply on this state. Okay. So if I go to the run script and click on the run script, it asks me, number one, where to run the script. Desktop, mobile, or all. I said run in all. execute if true. If state is new, what you want to do? I want g underscore form dot add info message. Okay. If it did not match, then what you want to do? I want g underscore form dot add info message data. Save. Now let's go here and create a new incident. See, I'm getting the thanks. Why? Because the condition is true at point of time. Now, if I make it as a false, still it did not work because I have to be save it. It work only on the own load. So now let's try to save this and see what happened with my this thing. Save. Now let me try to reload this page. I should get a message now. Oops. My message is not working. This false is not working. Data is data, add info message, that's fine. Why it's not working in the in progress? False, executive false. Did I pick the reverse as well? Okay, yes, click this reverse. Now try.
Maybe it's your cache.
Okay.
Maybe you want to delete your cache.
Yes, now you can see data because we did not tick this box. That's called the reverse if false. So I click reverse if false means if changing the condition, then you should show the right thing. Let's try this. Thank you. Progress. It is not showing data because now reverse is, or sorry, it is working on the on load only. So if I load, it will show with the data as well. So again, few things you can do. Maybe you want to show some message while making the field mandatory. Then via script, you can do that part. Clear everybody till this point? Any doubt? Come on, okay.
Yeah, actually, is it works on parent and child relationship also?
No. Oh, parent-child relationship like what?
For example, we have to some fields comes from the parent table, but incident table we have to do as a mandatory.
No, 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 no. So that you can do via inherit part, not the parent-child relationship here. So if any, let's say this LNG field is available on the task table as well. Okay. And there is a policy already. There is a policy. If you want to use the same policy, you can click on the inherit as well. So all the applicable policy will work on this your table as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone till this point, any doubt, any question?
Clear. No problem.
Good. So with this, we have done our UI policies as well. Now let me take you on the next topic because we cannot go for this book wise chapter. Okay. Now let me take you on the next topic that is called the UI actions. On this form, what you are able to see, can you differentiate the components? Like Atul, this is form, this is field, this is this thing, this is this thing. Can you tell me?
Like that a string integer like that, bro.
A bit louder, please. Sorry.
The first field is string student name.
Okay. So these are the fields. Okay. What this is called? Anybody know?
Label.
Labels are there. Okay. I have one question. Let's say I am putting this thing. What this functionality we call? I put a short description as a test. Are you traveling somewhere, Jimmy, or?
No, no, no.
Okay.
I have a question.
Go ahead, please.
Well, it's not a question. It's just like something for you to explain. When you're done with the UI actions, can you tell us briefly tell us the differences between UI policy and UI actions, please?
Sure. I'll take care of that point. I'll explain it. Okay. So now the next question for you guys. I am putting test as a short description and I'm getting this option. What this option called in service now? Try to find out. These are the things which asked in the interview, guys. Okay, so we're discussing about these things. So Atul, on this form, we have a messages. Okay, let me remove this. We have a fields, we have a label, we have a something called these results. We have a work notes, we have activity formatter. Then we have a few buttons here, few links here, few tabs here. Okay. Just tell you, or if I ask you, if I right click on this, what this menu is called? And if I right click on this, what this menu is called? And why ServiceNow give it two same menus? So if you click here,
For easy to use.
same option. I'll come to you, Harsh, don't. And if you use the same option. First of all, tell me what is the difference between, or what is the name of this two one? If I click on this and if I click on this.
One is related to the form. One is related to the that hamburger and something like what is that?
Both are on the form, Satya.
But your clicking positions is different, right?
Then what?
That both open pop-up that windows is different. It's like having the fields is different.
Do you know what is the name of this two
Is
form?
that called the context menu?
Which one?
When you right click,
Where?
that's the context menu.
Here or here?
No, on the other side, yeah, right there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the context menu.
Okay. And what is this?
It looks the same, but I don't know what's called. I forgot it.
Action menu.
Our action menu or something like that.
No, it is called the additional actions.
Additional actions, okay.
Yes. And what these buttons are called?
UI buttons.
No, UI actions.
Action. Yeah, action buttons.
Okay. So smart class. What is these two links are called?
It's related links.
From where it is becoming? Are you sure these are the related links?
Yes.
And what these tabs are called?
It's a related list.
Okay, good. So now, okay, one more thing. Let me come here. Come Come on, open. Okay, good. What this is called? Tell me, what is this called?
It's a new button.
Okay. What these options called?
Say drop down menu.
Which drop down menu? Also, Jimmy, you say it's a context menu, then why the menus are different?
I know when you right click and you get the option, it's always called context menu, but I'm not just sure if it's different for different areas.
Okay, no problem. That's fine. So the point is that the buttons you're able to see on the form and the related links which you're able to see on the form are called the UI action in ServiceNow. As the name indicates, UI action means something which available on the form level, which you can take action on that. Okay, so now we're going to be discussing about the UI action, but UI action is almost a coding part. It is not like a drag and drop you can use. No. Now let's go here and understand the UI action. And click on the UI action here. Yep. And see, as of now, ServiceNow provide 1988 UI actions. And you can see the sequencing order.
Atul, why they have two sales with this two order value?
Very nice question. Who is Harsh, right?
Yes.
Why? Tell me why.
They have different description.
A different
No.
order sequence.
So now let's say I have a save.
Okay, in the form they have two save buttons on the top right, and on the.
Do you think that ServiceNow is so dumb that they will create a two separate button on a single form?
Yeah, it will be there, right? There will be two.
It is. I'm not saying it is not there. It is there. Let's say it is there. Save is also here.
Save is also down. Yeah.
Save here. The reason is that why there are the multiple save, because they want the different functionality to be execute. Let me show you a little bit more. Let's come on the incident again, just to be understand. One save is here, right?
Yes.
One save is here, right?
Yes.
One add is here. One new is here. And one new is here, right? I click on the add. One add is here. Let me click on this edit. That will be good. Edit. Yeah. No. One cancel is there. One save is there. Do you think the functionality this save and this save, on the form level will be same?
No.
That is the reason we have a different save button.
Yeah, two different windows.
Yes. How it work? It work on the basis of their execution order. See, minus 10,000 they're saying.
Yeah, they have two minus 10,000.
Yes. So one is for the update, one is for the save.
Yeah.
Save for new record.
Correct. Because ServiceNow say I want to give you better user experience. If you open this two now, the logic will be same. Almost logic will be same, but conditions will be changed. So now you can see current is new record and current can write. Current dot can create and current dot is a new record. The conditions will be different, but the output will be same. Now if I open this, like this, because there is nothing on the incident, they are putting on the global level. So now you can see, come on, 8 in the global. This means these are the save button which you are using at the globally task, change, incident, problem, request, knowledge. On that places this button is being used. If you click on this save, then also it will save the record. If you click on this update, then also it will save the record. But functionality will be different. Sorry, the conditions will be different. That is the only difference. Now, do you think that how ServiceNow do this part? Let's create a new UI action, and it is actually eye opener for everybody. So this is the UI action form. On which table? Let's say I want to create a LNG as a LNG test is my UI action name. I put here LNG test. On which table I want to be show? Let's say I want to show on the incident table only as of now. Or let's say change. It is not hampered or not modified. Change request. Okay. Do you want to show this button? When you click on the create new, did you get the update button? No, you get only the save button. Or you get only the, sorry, you get only update or save, no insert or not insert and stay. This is what it's be showing. Do you want to show on the insert form or do you want to show on the update form? You can click. Let's say I want to put insert only. Okay. Client, if you want to run on the client compatibility V2 V3, I'm not sure that what is the exact meaning of this, but generally we can put as a this format. Override I come little later. Let's come on this side. This is important. Where you want to show this form, let me click on the save as of now. Okay, and let's go here and open the change request. Change and create new normal. Our button is not visible. Why? Because we did not click on the form button here. Tick. If you want to show in the context menu here, tick. If you want to show in the form link here, tick. Little bit what ServiceNow say, let make your button little bit interesting. Put as a style here, destructive. List banner button. Let me show you up to this part first. Now come and reload this page. Our button is available here now. It will not do anything because we don't have any code in the background. Why it's showing red? Because we have given the theme or the style as a destructive. It is here and it is here now, you can see. Now let me come here and search for the change. All. My button is not available. Why? Because I did not give it list banner button bottom links context menu. Here I want to put this thing. Yes, list choice. This thing called the list choice. So now you can see your button is not available. This is the list choice, not the drop down Satya. List link. I want to display at the end as well here somewhere. List link. Style. Unstyled. And click on the C. And now reload this page. Oops, where's my button gone? Where's my button? Let us say destructive. Maybe it's not visible due to that reason. Come on, where is my button gone? Is it available here? LNG test. No, it is not there. It's not showing. Did we save or not already?
It's a list view, right?
It's in the list view. It will be show here as well. It will be on the list view only, right? List, no? List bottom button, list banner button, list context menu. So logically it should show here as well. I'm not sure why it's not showing here. Come on. Can someone try and open this link at your side?
Yeah,
Maybe
can you send in a chat?
some cache issue at my side maybe. It should not take time. But sometimes it's taking time as well. See. It is showing LNG test. No, it is not showing LNG test. Okay, let me update this. Save. Yes, now it's working. Because we are saying that only show this button when you want to be insert, not update. But this is the place where you're not inserting, you are updating the things. So now it's showing me the button here. And now you can see here LNG test is there.
What you did, Atul?
I just tick a checkbox called the show update. It means where you want to show this button. I said show update means if I want to be update my record as well, then also show this page, this one. So if I remove this and now let's try. And now let's try to reload this page. See, because this is the place you're not creating, you're updating the record. And during the update, I don't want to show you this button. So it is not showing at that point of time. And now click on the update. What is override? I know on the list view, I have a button called the new and I want to override with my LNG. So I can put the new here, but the question comes which new will become here. Tough to understand, tough to find out. So generally we don't override. We make it as a inactive. If you override, it can get a problem the later on. or inner functionality can be hampered. Now the last point, this thing. As I say in the beginning, guys, it is all about your coding, nothing much. Now, if you want, the button should be available on the workspace, on these workspaces, then you can tick this box. Workspace this, workspace this, workspace this. This is something new I'm seeing here. If you want to put that who can use this particular UI action, maybe you can see Atul, for you the insert button is coming, for me insert button is not coming. This is what the role they mention. But the actual fundamental is in the here only. G underscore form dot. Will it work or not work? I want to show a message. Will it work or not work? G underscore form.
Yeah, it will work. G underscore form inform.
It will work.
Hmm.
No, it will not work. G underscore form is a client side server class, sorry, client side glide class, and UI action is a server side. Remember or forget. UI action. Now the question coming in Harsh mind. Atul, in the screen in this book, when we're discussing about this part, where it is gone. The type of scripts. Huh? Now the questions coming in the Harsh mind. Atul, you says that UI action is the both client side and the server side as well. And now you're saying it will not work. Yes, it will not work here because it will work on the client side. In that case, we have to be use some techniques to call the UI action in the server side. That is the reason they call it as a this part. So we have to be use the ASX or something other format to call the UI action the client side script. So now if you want to work on the UI action, we have to be go here and we have to be check the script here, UI action. Here. So like this you can do. It work like current dot state is equal to this current dot update. GS dot some message. Let's take a simple one. If function executed is a business rule, wait, come down. Yeah, this is the UI action, this one. Yes, dot. Because we did not define anything in the what I can say. क्या कहते हैं उसको? Glide record. Okay. Then we're not able to do. So here what this says in the UI action, let me come down for the UI action. It is too complicated, guys. I don't like this thing. Truly speaking, this is a place where I think I should not pick up this scripting part. It's come to ACL because I know it's too complicated. So what they say, current dot assigned to gs dot get user ID. I really hate. What happened now for me? In the UI action, this thing they mention. So like this, you can put your code here, current.assign to or something like that. Or if you want, you can use the server side class like this. We do list there. Name is equal to, let's do gs dot. To do that part. Shall I did not put that in table or what? I'm putting a change request, then still I'm not able to do that part. gs.get user ID. I'm using the glide system. That's fine. Still not able to do that part. Come on. It's too complicated. So I never entertain these parts. I fed up with these things. But this is a place where you can write your code that what should happen if I click on the save button. Okay, let me show you something which I did not create but given by service now. I know it's look like Atul, you don't know the exact part. Yes, I don't know, but still I want to just give a flavor that how it will look like. Okay, so let's take something on the global table delete. Let's see something on the change we have. Yes, change request table. Okay, let's say on the review. When you click on the review button, means when you click on here, open it. And if you change in the almost in the implement state, sorry, in the implement state, then you can get the review button here. If you click on the review, what will happen? So here they mention move to review. You can click, you can create a function here, and then you can write a code like this. G underscore form, set value, get value. See now G underscore form is basically my client side script, but I'm using the client side in the UI action. Harsh, now you are happy. I'm using the client side script in the UI action, but in the form of a function. So you can put the different condition that when this UI action should be run, if the role match or the condition match. So this is the way that you can do your work, guys. This is the only thing which I know in the UI action. Really sorry, but not more than that.
But Atul, we need to go through everything, right, to create a function in this.
Yes, this is what the developer need to be do. So in the UI action, you mainly need understanding that what you want to do with this button. Maybe you can create a simple button called the calculator of addition. Take two inputs and on the click of the submit button, you should populate the plus or minus value. So if you think that, okay, you are a developer, little bit development, you know, then I recommend create a simple form with the two fields, A and B, and create a two UI action. One is for the addition and one is for the subtraction, and write a code for the addition only. Take an input, set value, get value, G underscore form dot get value from field A, then set value from field B, and on the field C, do the addition part of that. Because if you see here, see, these are not in the bold, but these are in the bold. Like if I put like this, GS, so GS become bold because GS is the server side class only, where set value is not the server, it's the client side. and you are using at the other home. So this will not become bold or something like that. And that is another reason that it is tough to be debug the UI action. So if I put like this GS dot something. Okay. So you can try this option. The best I'm telling you, create a simple form of the two fields and do addition, deletion, subtraction, and multiplication. G.form, get value, and then do your work. Current dot update is required because you're updating the record in the database. Okay, so if you want to do, that's what I'm saying, if you want to learn a little bit more about this, on the incident they have nothing, on the change they have. So open these one and go one by one. Understand that what they're mentioning here. Like when you click on the request approval, the first button here, और यहाँ पे एक बटन आता है request approval करके. If you click on this, what happened? They have a on to in progress. So they have a function. Let me open my UI action. So like this above one. So we have condition. Why I'm not getting a option here like on click? Did I miss anything here? Oh, okay. Okay, good. One more point. If you see, we are not getting the option called the on click because we are not using this in the client side part. Now you can see here. It means if I click on this client side, it means I'm using this UI action as a client side, not as a server side. And here you can click here, create your own function like they have done. So like they have a move to in progress as a function. And they mention new standard change utils dot new current dot record. And then they have given the complete part. Maybe now I can try this part. On click. And now let's try this thing. Underscore form. No, it will not work. Then also it will not work. We have to be very careful by the syntax and the spellings in this area. But in short, this is what we have from the UI action perspective, guys. Again, I'm repeating my words. This is completely coding part. And this is the place where Atul actually fails. Not able to proceed further or not able to guide you more that how to do in these cases.
मगर एक बार समझ में आए तो इसमें मजा आता होंगे शायद.
Yes, definitely. Once you understand now, it is good. When I was working on my videos, on that scripting videos, I was actually able to deep dive. But now that link has been broken, and I'm also forget the things. Otherwise, I write the code. Okay, what to show, how to show. Even now I forget that how to show a message here. I can do this part if I go here, maybe in the client side script, let's say client element something. Or like this, if current dot something like this, or glide system for the user records. So you can do that part easily. You can do that part, but little bit practice is required. Once see now fundamental is clear that when I want to be use this UI action on the client, I have to put on this, and here I have to write my code. What you want to do, you can write it here. G underscore form or GS underscore something, you can do that for your part. Maybe I can do like this as well. Let's try. Where name is equal to underscore request. I'm putting the new one now. G underscore form. Not working. GS dot still not working. It means something is going wrong here, which I'm not able to do that part. But you can, if you want, you can do your things very easily on that part. It's all about your practice now, your learning. Okay, so like they have done this part as well. GS dot add info message. Let's do this thing only. And click on the save. Okay, let's try and reload this page. Let's see our thing is working or not. I thought the dot working should work here, but it's not working. Now let's click on this. Nothing is working for me. It means again something wrong with my UI policy as of now. Sorry, my this thing. I'm clicking on the hello. I'm not calling the hello as well. That is another issue. Let's reload and try again. So these things, once your fundamentals clear in this area, then you can proceed very clearly. Now something is working for us. Good. So why this way? You can save the things. LN script record saved. From where it's coming, it is coming from this GS. So it means GS dot working is not going to work here. You have to be very careful that what function, what method you want to be using here. Okay, clear guys here. Any doubt? I'm sure there are a lot of doubts, but still what I have, I already shared with you guys. ED, Satya, Moji, Jimmy, yes, Jimmy, any question? Okay, what is the difference between UI policy and the UI action? UI policy is only work for the three operations: read only, mandatory, or hidden. UI actions are the buttons or the links by which you can perform some action is called the UI actions here. So like UI policy and UI action, you are comparing banana and the mangoes. The only word is common, that is called the UI. Then policy and action, both are the two different things. Drive the car in your own lane, that is policy. If you drive the car in the other lane, you will be charged, that is action. But both are the UI. Because if you're not driving, then nothing will be happen. Jimmy, clear your point.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Great. Any other doubt? Ope, Harsh, Sham, Yogesh, Moji?
Well, still for me.
Good.
I think yesterday I wasn't like all the way into the class. Maybe I fell asleep or something like that.
No problem. No problem.
So
go to the
I
recording.
I think I caught something you were talking about. I don't know if it was right, but were you saying something about resume?
Not here. Not here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay, so let me stop the recording guys here and we'll take a quick attendance.